Alright. So, we're live.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh, we're on right now?
We're on right now?
Probably having so many technical difficulties right now.
Don't say that.
Alright, so I'm going to go over an intro. Just want to welcome everybody who's watching. Just a little heads up. There is adult language, fictional violence, and pure stupidity. So if you're watching this, earmuffs. If you're watching on Twitch, cool. Thanks for tuning in while we're live. You can also catch us on YouTube. We'll be uploading the YouTube videos shortly after this. And if you want to watch us on YouTube, there's a link somewhere on the page for how to get there. But we are also asking that you go to YouTube and subscribe. And after our first 100 subscribers, I have a little giveaway that I'm going to do. More information to come on that. Because we need 100 subscribers for a custom URL. So we can be fancy.
Oh, yeah.
Can I be in this drawing?
No.
Damn, negative.
You're lucky you're at the table. Shut up.
Aw.
To be fair.
Well, I'm the first one dead now.
Yeah, you definitely going to be the
If you
first
pull
one
out
to
that
die.
fucking flute.
Definitely the
I will
first one
pull
to
that
die.
flute out. Don't test me.
Watch out, guys. Jesse's under a lot of stress right now.
I will kill you all.
He's under a lot of stress.
A lot of stress. Yeah, because, oh, look at that.
Did it work?
It didn't take 12 years.
Oh, look at that.
Alright, so we're having some technical difficulties, and as you can see, there's a couple of new people here. So we are going to go around. We're going to go around the table real quick and introduce ourselves and the characters that we will be playing. My name is Jess. I will be the DM, and then we're going to go this way.
I'm Izzy, and I play Django Fizzlecrack.
I'm Devin, and I play Gimbal.
Albie, and I play Nuke Still Lost.
I'm Becky, and I'm playing Gorgar,
She's playing
Gorgar.
Tim's character.
Tim's character.
So, that's fun. My name is Brandon, and I am playing Bernard.
Alright. So, Garrett and Tim couldn't make it tonight, obviously. So there's going to be a few
We
things
we
going
found
on.
someone that looked as close to Tim as possible.
This is the best we could do on short notice.
Not quite as sexy, but we're working on it.
She's gonna cut you.
She's going to kill you.
Tim's hot as fuck. Just saying.
Hold his foot.
AF.
So, I'm going to do a recap first, and then we'll go into the intro. So basically, you made your way into the temple after Gorgar almost got crushed by a statue. You were led in by an elf named Marcus. Devin, can you do me a favor? Can you run up the steps, close the door, please? So you investigated the statues inside, and Bernard found that one of the figures looked familiar as being the god Gabriel that sent him on this quest.
Mm-hmm.
They met Duriel that sent them on the mission to check out the local graveyard where they found a figure raising the dead. After dispatching those, they found a piece of cloth that led them back to the temple and found out that it was one of the clergy. Once all the clergy met together, we find that Marcus was not there, and he took off into the tombs. So you guys went down into the tombs to look for him, and you found him, and with a quick smack to the back of the head,
I didn't try to kill him.
he was quickly dispatched.
I had one hit. He was a puss.
He was a bitch. And then obviously, Alistar went down again. Again.
No surprise.
That's why I couldn't be here.
Yeah, that's why he couldn't be here. He's still dead.
Yeah. Sorry, Garrett.
Sorry, Garrett. And that brings us to where we are now. So, just to take note, Alistar is still unconscious.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ended with him unconscious.
Okay.
And I can't heal, and we use both potions, right?
Yep. Pretty much.
I don't have any spell slots open.
So that leads us back here,
Let's just do this.
where you guys were basically what had happened. Go ahead and put all your characters inside the room there.
I can't reach.
Come on.
Except for you.
Yeah, except for you. You're not here yet, Albie.
Where's Garrett's guy?
Here, just put him
Laying down.
laying down. So, where we left off, you guys murked Marcus. He freaked out, released a demon, and there was a mark left on his forehead that I believe we assessed one of the party members found familiar.
Alright, so I'm gonna look at the mark and make sure that I definitely seen it before.
Okay, roll an investigation check for me. Wow, okay, it looks
Yeah.
really, really familiar.
Alright. I know I've seen this somewhere. I'm gonna scroll through a book in my bag and flip to and just kinda compare it to what I have on my notebook.
It is exactly what you had on your notebook.
Alright. Well guys, we might have a problem here.
I didn't mean to kill him. I just wanted to kind of knock him out, and his skull was softer than I imagined. Sorry.
Well, he did attack us and summoned some kind of demon, and there were zombies, and he kind of deserved it.
I don't know.
But
It definitely was not intentional. I apologize.
he seems to be part of this organization. Now, I ran into some folks with this symbol before, and well, I didn't really have a good time. But besides that, I don't know what the symbol means or anything.
So they didn't have a name for themselves or anything of that?
They didn't tell me their name. I tried to impress some of them, and some things didn't go as planned. That's how this happened. Oh, show you my metal arm.
Oh. So not very friendly people we're talking about, is what you're saying.
This was me.
Uh,
I thought they were friendly. I don't know much about their organization at all. I just know they're strong magic users, and
well,
I
judging
thought
from
myself a strong magic user.
well, judging from what we just saw, I'm gonna say that they're not very friendly. At
I
all.
mean, he might just be maybe he's like an outcast or something.
I mean, his name was Marcus.
What kind of name is that?
I don't know.
Yeah, but now he's got
I'm
a
with
mark.
you, Django.
We should probably do something about old Alistar there.
Maybe we can take him upstairs and he can go sleep it off. He's stable, right?
Yeah, he's stable.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
not looking good.
All right. I would like to take a look around the room, see if I find anything that might give us more information about what he was doing down here.
Roll an investigation check, please.
Starting off great.
6.
As you start to investigate the room, you kind of get caught up on a symbol that's kind of drawn on the floor. You don't know what it is, but you're just kind of entranced by it.
Okay, and what does it look like?
Similar to what it looks like there. There's like 6 spots.
That one right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can tell that he was like trying to perform some kind of ritual that you guys walked in on.
Okay. Is there anything on or inside the desk that catches my attention?
Make one more investigation check.
One more investigation check? Is that kind of the same thing?
Yeah, it's kind of...
That one's not much better. That's an 8.
You see candles.
Are they scented?
They are.
Nice.
They are. Sandalwood.
Oh. I was
But
really hoping for some sweet pea.
Maybe in one of the other rooms. You don't see much.
Okay.
Outside of whatever he was doing from memory, because there's no book, no...
Nothing, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now we'll never know, because you killed him.
Did you search his
Listen.
body?
I did not.
I'm gonna ruffle through his pockets and search his body.
Okay.
What do you want me to roll?
By the way,
Investigation, I'm
like
sorry.
I said before, it was not intentional. I was hoping to knock him out, and his skull caved in.
21.
Okay. On his person, the only thing that he has is a small key.
Ooh. Small key. Do you guys think this is the key that got us in here? Unless maybe there's a back way out.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe somebody should take a good look around the room since I'm not really finding much.
I'll start looking around the room.
Go ahead and do an investigation check.
Anything with a keyhole.
13.
Okay. So you guys start looking around the room, and as you're looking around the desk, you kind of brush your hand across and feel a little button, and you press it, and there's a hidden compartment that kind of swings down, and inside the hidden compartment is a small lockbox.
Guys, I think I found it.
Found what?
There's a box with a small keyhole.
Oh, we have a key.
Huzzah! I'll use Mage Hand to use the key to try and open the box.
Okay.
Is he still holding it?
I'm gonna step back.
Okay. So the key,
Just gonna back in.
the key slides in, and you turn it. Box opens up.
Alright, and I'll just kind of open the box the whole way.
With the mage hand?
Yeah, with the Mage Hand.
So when you open the box, you can see some things inside, but you're still you're halfway across the room, so you don't really. All of a sudden, a lightning bolt hits Alistar and he's dead.
Oh, fuck.
Crazy as shit. No.
Yeah. It was bound to happen.
So, who wants to go take a look?
Don't look at me.
I'll do it. And I walk up to the box.
Okay. So inside the box, you see a small leather bag,
Okay.
and inside the bag is 180 copper pieces.
Some fine coin.
You see 1 healing potion.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And you see inside, it almost looks ceremonial, but it's a black dagger with a purple hilt and handle.
Oh, sounds like somebody else should open the box.
Yeah, huh?
Ah.
Surprise, surprise.
Damn it.
I'm gonna hold it up. Is it just? Actually, I don't know if I want to touch it. First of all, what I'm gonna do is I'm super excited right now, and I'm just gonna pour all the copper into the box and take that leather pouch because I'm so excited about it.
Okay.
So I have a leather pouch, and I'm going, and then I'm gonna walk over to Django and show him what I see. And I'm like, does this dagger? Have you seen anything like this when you ran into these people?
Can I make a history check to find out?
Sure. Nope.
Nope. That's negative.
That's cocked.
It's cocked. It's cocked.
That's cocked.
Okay.
I was gonna say it, but you said no, so I was like, all right.
11.
You still don't know.
Wait, is that a 9 or a 6? That's a 6. That's a 6.
Is it a 6 or not?
The lines down there.
Where the
It's a
hell is
6.
that? Okay.
It's really tiny.
It's really little.
Well, maybe the gentleman upstairs might be able to shed some information on this dagger. Lots of copper pieces in here too, so. Alright.
Interesting. I'm just gonna mage hand, just a little handful of them, and just slowly bring it back to me.
All right, out of the pot, you grabbed 60 of them.
Oh my god. I'll just drop a little bit. I'll lift the pinky. Ting, 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 ting.
30 of them.
Alright. Cool. Now we'll just split the rest amongst us.
I mean, I hate to be that guy, but
Do you though?
I almost died.
Oh.
As he's stepping over Alistar's body.
So, alright, so there's 150 copper pieces left. So we'll split that up later.
That's what you guys want to do.
Well, what are we doing with his body?
Well,
We could drag him.
which one?
Ooh, that might hurt.
There's two bodies here. There's Alistar and there's also Marcus here.
Well, I think we should just leave Marcus here.
I think I might take Marcus up to talk to these people upstairs and show them their friend here that I in no way intentionally killed.
That is fair.
Goragar,
listen.
you are big enough that you can actually lift both of them and walk. You won't be sprinting, but you'd definitely be able to walk.
I guess I can carry both of them then.
I mean, I can carry one. Despite my age, I'm rather strong.
What is your weapon?
My weapon?
Yeah.
I have a warhammer.
Alright. Does it is there a Warhammer shaped wound on the Marcus?
Do an investigation check. Do a medicine check.
Ooh. Oh, 19.
Yes. Yes, there is. The back of his head is fucking caved in.
Ooh.
If his weapon had his initials on it, you would be able to see it plain as day.
All right. Well, I'm gonna grab Marcus,
I'm not gonna tell anybody that.
and and there's nothing else of interest in this room that we saw. Well, how about before I pick him up, I want to take a look in the cages, just see if I see anything else in the cages.
Nothing else in the cages. Just you can see the cages themselves have wood tops and bottoms, and then the cage is actual metal.
Okay.
And you can see scraping of nails and chunks of nails that have been ripped off, stuck in the wood. There's blood all through it.
Awesome.
Okay. Django, since you're such an artist, would you like to maybe copy down this symbol on the floor, and we can show them upstairs and see if they know what it is?
Sure, I can do that. And
I mean, you did a really good job drawing that other symbol that's carved on this guy's head, so...
Go ahead and make a performance check.
oh god.
That'd be something I would have to do.
6.
You draw a very rudimentary shape that looks like a shape.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna be like, I can do better.
Yeah, I just make a circle.
go ahead and do an Arcana check, because that would be more less art, more knowledge.
You want me to use the
Stop
same
stunting
3?
our creativity, DM.
I feel like that didn't really roll. It just kind of landed.
Okay,
but-
so yeah, it's there. It's almost perfect.
Okay.
Jotted down in your book.
Oh, okay.
I think I got it.
All right. So I'm just gonna.
Does anything start happening to my book when I write it down? Does it start glowing?
Not yet.
All right.
That's because you don't have all the symbols.
So I'm gonna throw Marcus over my shoulder, and I'm gonna start walking back.
Okay. You guys just going back upstairs?
For now, yes.
I guess I'm carrying Alistar.
Yeah.
I'll use Mage Hand just to hold up his head, so that way, he's not like bumping the back of his armor or anything. Or
All right.
Such a nice guy.
So we're coming up
I
over
got
here.
you, buddy. Don't worry. You're welcome.
You're closer. We're over there. Everybody's dead.
Sucks to be you guys. Going swimming. Oh, yeah, sword. That's insane.
All right. So since this was locked behind us, I guess I'll give it a good pound on the door.
Were they both locked, or?
I think it is. Oh,
This one wasn't.
Oh,
Okay.
This one was, but it's. You give a pound on the door, you hear. Door opens up, and there is Dariel, standing there waiting, and your friend is he okay?
He's gonna be fine. Unfortunately, your friend, not so much.
It was Marcus, wasn't it?
And then I said, yeah, but he didn't have the symbol burn on his face when we found him.
Good Lord. So he waves his hand, and 3 of the clergy kind of walk over. They grab Alistar, and they start to escort him out. And
I don't think he's dead.
no, we'll take him upstairs, and we'll make sure that he's taken care of.
Okay.
And then they grab Marcus, and it's just it was the dude from the stairwell. Like, he just grabs him kind of by the head and just starts dragging him, like he's just super pissed. Damn asshole. And then
Who, me? It was not intentional.
This Warhammer's just falling from the sky.
Yeah, it was crazy.
is there anything else that I need to know?
There was some symbols drawn on the floor down there, and also.
Yeah, it looked like this.
There you go.
Show him the.
He kind of reaches out, like asking to actually take
Okay.
your book. He takes it and he looks, and he's like, just please follow me. And they go back out to the main table where his books are, and he starts opening up and he starts to copy down like the symbols. Now that's just the symbol on the floor, right? You didn't tell him anything about the.
Well, he did show him.
He saw it on his face because I said he had
Okay.
a symbol
Yeah,
on
I'll
his
flip to
face.
that page too for him.
Okay, and he starts jotting that down. Okay, it may take some time to get some information on these. Until then, I have set up rooms for you for the next few days until we can get some things figured out at the Clubfoot Inn. It's the tavern across the way.
Okay. Ooh, cool. Not bad. Not bad.
If possible. Could we possibly check out Marcus's quarters just to see if we can find some more evidence and try to get to the bottom of this?
Yeah, absolutely.
That big guy wouldn't let me up the stairs last time to the living quarters, so.
Okay, and he just kind of leans back, and that old that little old
Okay.
lady comes just strolling up.
Yes.
Come on, boys. I can take you up to the quarters.
No, not again.
She looks at you and winks.
One more thing before we head upstairs.
Just wait.
No, I'm talking to Dorian.
Duriel.
I was close. And then I'm gonna open the box and show him the dagger. I said, does this look familiar to you at all?
He takes the box and he sets it down, and you see him kind of motion his hands over. He says a little incantation, and he says, yes, it's a magical item.
Oh. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow, so you can just determine what's magic and what's not?
There's a few things that I am good at, and that seems to be one of them.
Wow, I can't. That's cool. I guess I'm not as good as I thought.
Now this is a +1 to hit.
Yeah, so it's a 1d4 plus 1 plus whatever your
Okay.
would be. And then on a critical roll, that against them, you add that to your current hit points. So if you hit for 5, it goes onto your hit points. On a fail,
So
you
temporary
take the
hit
damage.
points or healing?
Regular hit points.
Just healing.
Yeah, just
Okay.
healing.
Okay, cool. On a critical fail,
On a critical fail, you take the damage.
You
necrotic.
roll a d4 and you take damage. It's nice.
That's cool.
I'm not much for daggers.
I like daggers.
Well, maybe we can discuss it.
What are you going to do for me, boy?
Well, after he says that, I'm gonna reach in my pouch and pull out a piece of cheese. Eat it.
Well, you're not sharing with Bucket, so why should I share with you?
If Bucket
So
wants
the-
one, and I'll pull another one out, hand it to you.
So the little old lady, are you boys ready to go?
Yeah, I'd like to head upstairs, please.
Yeah, I guess.
And then as we're walking up the stairs, I'll hand him the dagger.
Swing this around.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Oh shit.
Living fine up in the quarters. We got a record
So-
player.
You come in through this, through the steps, and you make your way to this doorway, and then through what looks like a living room-ish area, and then pass straight through into the dining hall, and then turn into this room here.
Okay, so is everybody following me in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're all walking in the dough. As I'm walking by the table, by the way, I grabbed a piece of like fucking chicken off the fucking table.
Okay.
I'm hungry. All right.
Is there anything else you boys need?
Oh, someone's getting their ass whooped.
Wait, didn't you tell me? Didn't you tell me?
Yeah, I told you. Make sure the phones were silent.
Yeah, you didn't make sure his phone was silent.
Yeah,
Son of
you
a
should have
bitch.
known that my phone was gonna go off.
How was I supposed to know?
Did Marcus share this room with anybody, or?
Yes, we share rooms. It's 2 per room.
Okay, who shared this room with him?
Let me see. I will tell you in a minute.
All right, it's so super important, is what you're saying.
It's probably, the guy's probably dead.
You think he's dead too?
I mean, Marcus was a.
I only hit one guy, and it was not intentional.
Oh, this. She comes back in the door and this is Raymond's room as well.
Raymond. All right.
So where's Rainbow?
Well, he's the big fellow.
Oh!
Oh, I think he likes me, so it's all right. That's delightful.
She points over to like this side of the room and he says, "That is Marcus's."
Alrighty. So is this? Is there like? Did they? I know. I'm guessing the big fella didn't have much use for a desk.
I'm just gonna start looking under the bed,
There you go. Crawl right under there.
searching for shit.
Go ahead and do an investigation check.
20.
Okay, so you're you're searching under the bed, and you look up, and kind of in between like the frame and the mattress is a small book, and you can see it's like a red bind book, like leather, and beside it you also see like the familiar red hood with kind of the mask kind of tucked underneath his.
Alright.
And the book does have that symbol on it.
Ah, dope. Look, I found his outfit in a book.
That's a pretty nice outfit.
Yeah, try it on.
No, I'm gonna pass, but I will take it and keep it. It might come in handy later. I'm not much for books.
No.
You're more than welcome to read through it.
Does the book appear to be like a spell book?
When you open it up, it's completely empty.
Ooh, dope.
Can I?
I'm just gonna have to hold on to this for now. I don't know what it. There's nothing in it. Just gonna keep opening to different pages.
All right.
You open to like the third page and you see nothing. There's nothing.
Oh,
There's
man.
nothing in the book.
Stuff it in my bag.
Not even any pictures, huh?
No.
Okay. Did anybody check the desk?
I don't know. I was under the bed.
I can check the desk. I'll walk over and check the desk.
Good. Investigation roll.
20.
Okay.
20.
You see there's books on like basically like their version of Bibles. So it gives like a brief history of like the few gods that are here. It's basically like the creation story.
All right.
And that's all I find in there?
Yeah, there's scrolls, notebooks that this is where they come to study. There's nothing
I will
fancy.
I will definitely take a copy of that book so I can find out on my spare time more about this Gabriel fellow.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put Bible in quotation marks. I also got.
And I will get you a copy.
Ooh, it's gonna PDF.
Nice. It better be like a whole book too.
It's not. I'm not writing a whole book.
Like 4,000
Yeah.
pages on just like sheer. I hope I don't rip this paper. Like it's better.
Should we check Raymond's side?
You can go for Raymond's side.
Oh, I'll go through Raymond's side.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
11.
Okay. You start searching through his bed, and as you open his footlocker, like there's a footlocker at the end of each bed, you open it up and there is a half-eaten sandwich. And that is the only thing in the box. Like it's just in the center, half-eaten sandwich, couple of flies.
Is the
This guy knows how
half-eaten
to party.
sandwich any good?
It doesn't look like it. You poke it and
I
the
was
bread
gonna
is like
feed some
hard.
to Bucket, but I don't want to poison him. We'll just close this.
Remember, you said this was okay, Tim. Just remember.
What did you? What'd you find in there?
A half-eaten sandwich.
Okay, I'm gonna go over and take the sandwich out.
Okay.
What kind of sandwich is it?
It's a large, like it cut from like the center of the loaf. It's about that big. Has a huge bite out of it. Like almost a quarter of the sandwich was like one bite. This dude's big, but the bread is like almost stone hard, and the meat. You know when you let ham sit in the fridge for too long and it becomes like less pink, more gray, has a weird smell, kind of slick. Yeah, it's kind of like that. And there's mustard on it.
I don't think I'm gonna chance that one. I throw it back in.
As you drop it in, you hear
You should have placed that back gently. He might have wanted to eat that later.
Oh, Koragar, you're so silly.
You don't know how that man eats.
You were pretty ready to fight him last time, so... Okay, well, no.
Not today.
I'll use prestidigitation on his sandwich just to warm it up a little bit for him.
And now it is a hot brick.
Yes.
So,
It's a hot brick.
so
I
now,
love it.
keeping up with spending 20 minutes in this room, I will check the other foot locker.
Okay, you open it up and
Okay,
it's like ruffling through. It's just personal effects, robes, some clothing.
Things it's used for.
Not anything expensive. These guys don't really do the whole, personal goods. So
Okay.
it's just kind of stuff that he brought with him.
So no naughty drawings.
No. No, there is a ball gag at the no. I'm just kidding.
At the bottom.
At the bottom.
Alright.
And a gimp mask. It's weird.
So
Shit gets weird.
So we found these robes. You found a book with no words. That guy was able to discern what that dagger was. Maybe he can tell us about this book.
I mean, he's probably not the only person that's able to do that.
Can you do it?
Can you?
No, but I'm not pretending I can.
I'm not either.
Oh, well, then why are you getting so defensive?
I'm not. I'm keeping the book, and we're done here.
All right. And I ruffle his hair and I walk out of the room.
I use prestidigitation to fix my hair.
All right, where are you guys headed?
Too bad I can't fix your face.
Oh!
For my spell slots.
We didn't even take a rest yet. I should have one left.
No, I used both of them.
Oh, that
all
is
day.
true. We're still sitting. I think I've still only got like 4 health.
Oh.
So, like, what time of day is it?
It's getting pretty late.
Alrighty. So you are not willing to.
I'm going to the fucking tavern. I storm off.
I'm gonna head to the tavern too.
Alright, lead the way!
So as you guys get downstairs to basically the temple, Duriel stops you before you leave, and I am going to
We're here somewhere.
schedule a short trip east to one of our monasteries where I may find some information on these symbols. No, we don't keep too much information on forbidden magic inside the city, and this does not look good.
But you say it looks forbidden.
Yes, we don't allow
Alright.
we don't allow dangerous magic within the city, and with everything going on, this does not seem this isn't a healing spell.
Oh, that's a shame because poor old fucking what's his name, Alistar. He could really use a healing spell.
He will be in good hands. Go ahead to the inn, come back tomorrow morning, and I will have those things that you requested, and I will have something for you. Give me a few hours to get everything situated.
I really don't want to leave Alistar here all alone.
I don't mind.
He's not alone. And he points over, and the old lady's like,
Maybe they'll really take care of him for us, if you know what I mean.
There you go.
Gonna kill him.
I hope so.
Why didn't we just do it down there?
I mean, we can go back.
No, let's go.
No, well, thank you for not heartlessly murdering one of our party. That's, I really appreciate that.
On this occasion.
I am rather tired, so where's this inn?
Across the street.
when you guys were outside you seen the guy hanging the sign for the inn?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember where it is. I'll go there.
All right. So, you guys exit, and you look over. It's getting dark out. The tavern seems lively, but not like wild. You know what I mean? The lights are on, and as you walk across the street, this dirty old beggar comes up, and he just kind of bumps into you, and his teeth are missing. He has like one tooth that's just kind of black and gray, and his breath smells like dirty cheese and old fish. And he bumps into you, and he kind of grabs you, not like but he grabs a hold of you. Yeah, go ship. And take your soul, and take your soul, and he just runs off.
When he has me there, I'm gonna press to digitate his breath to be good.
You smell mint with a little bit of lavender.
Oh, ew. Did anybody get what he was saying?
I liked him.
That's different.
He said something about a ghost ship and something about, I don't know, everybody dying? Something.
Oh.
Because my memory's so good from like 30 seconds ago. I'm a great... I'm the kind of person any kind of leader telling a story would want part of their story.
Like an elephant.
Oh, yeah.
And he just ran off.
Yeah, like you guys
Okay.
look around and he's gone.
All right.
Like there's not even like a sign of him. But you guys are in like the middle of town. So like he must have been really fast.
All right. Well, I'm really tired, but maybe we should inquire about this ghost ship.
Yeah.
But I would definitely wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty beat.
So.
I've been limping this whole time, by the way.
All right. Just out of curiosity. Did it look like he was reaching for pockets?
Make a perception check.
All right.
Oh, no.
Here's your book.
God damn it!
It happened so fast,
6.
you don't know.
Okay.
It was quick. I mean, he came up and was out.
Well,
Creepy hobo.
hopefully that ghost ship can wait till tomorrow to kill us all. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I mean, hopefully it doesn't get Alistar.
I hope he does get Alistar.
All right. So you guys heading into the inn?
yeah, we're heading
Yeah.
into the
We'll
okay.
head back to the inn.
So you enter the inn, and it's well lit. You can smell like ale and just cooked meat. It smells heavenly. Like it's a very nice establishment. There's a large man with like bright red puffy hair, like almost afro except for the balding in the top. So it's just like this weird red halo and a huge beard.
Okay.
He's kind of portly. He's just sitting behind the bar with a huge grin on his face, joking with the patrons. So I mean, that's the barkeep. And as you walk in, "Hail, friends! How can we help you?"
All right.
It's only gonna get worse.
Duriel said that he had requested rooms for us. I'm rather tired.
Yes. 3rd floor.
That's a lot of stairs.
That's all I have available. All right.
Are you all right, friend?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
You haven't seen any hobos tonight, have you? There's a freaky old man that came running by earlier.
Well, I'll tell the guards.
I think they prefer financially challenged.
Well, they might.
Would you like anything to eat or anything to drink? Can I help you at all?
I found a half a sandwich earlier. It kind of made me lose my appetite. But I could possibly just go for maybe a glass of water.
Absolutely.
I think I'm good.
Reaches down, pulls out a glass,
Delightful.
slides it across the bar to you,
All right.
and then he continues with his conversation.
All right. Courtesy cup. All right.
It's water.
All right. Did any of you want anything?
No.
No, I'm
not
just
after
gonna head
that.
up. I'm just gonna head up and go to sleep.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look around the bar and see if there's any interesting-looking people here.
You notice that it's mostly like sailors. You know, they're for the area. They're not weird, but I mean they're all kind of shady. They're sailors.
All right.
All sailors are shady.
I'm gonna look for the one that looks most superstitious. I don't know how you tell somebody looks superstitious.
Make an investigation check.
Alright.
What the shade?
Oh, finally!
Alright. 19.
Okay, there's one
Yeah!
sitting off in a corner by himself, flipping tarot cards.
And he's a sailor?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna. What?
Do you think he could tell us if Alistar's going to die?
Well, I was thinking about asking about this ghost ship, but you're more than welcome to ask.
Well, I'll come with you, and then we'll see if Alistar's going to die.
All right, you seem very bloodthirsty more than usual today.
So you guys are going.
Oh, I'm gonna head up.
Yeah, we're going
Okay.
up to.
So he hands you each a key. You each have your own rooms, side by side. As you get up to your room and you start to let, yeah, your coin purse is gone.
That mother.
So you have no coins, but you do feel a small piece of paper in your pocket.
Oh.
What the?
What is it?
What's it to you? That's a kooky old man stole my money.
What?
Yeah, and he left some kind of. Look at this thing. It's like a treasure map, but
It doesn't look like a treasure map to me.
what's it look like then?
Lines?
I mean, great. We'll deal with this tomorrow.
Alright, so you guys
Swear to God,
crash
if you
out.
touch that flute, I'll kill you.
Because I was just gonna walk in my room, sit down, and play the flute for a little bit.
Alright, it's back over to you guys.
Hello there.
Yeah?
Mind if I take a seat?
Who are you?
I'm just gonna sit down.
Oh, okay.
All right.
He kind of like slouches down. Just kind of.
Oh. This is my friend Goragar.
Who up? Whoa, shit. Okay. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Goragar. Crazy Goragar. Alright. So, what are you up to?
Tarot readings?
Tarot.
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Steve.
Steve.
Steve the Sailor.
So, that's a great name. The Sailor is quite a surname. We ran into a fellow outside And you being a man of the sea, is there any talk of ghost ships?
Well, yeah. There's a ship that's been outside of the docks for a few weeks now, and it just sits.
Well, that doesn't really. Okay. I was thinking like Spectre, but you're just talking abandoned.
Well, they've sent guards, and they haven't returned.
Oh. Well, that sucks for them.
It's so, rumors.
All right. Well, what other rumors have you heard about this ship? Is there a name of the ship? Is it big?
The ship?
Yeah.
It's an old pirate ship. I didn't see it.
I don't know what a pirate is, but that sounds dangerous.
I'm gonna storm down the stairs.
I never said my role playing was good. All right.
Cookie old bastard stole my money.
Oh. This is my friend Django.
Whoa. And he kind of like looks away because he doesn't want to look at your face.
I'll cast a message to him. I swear to fucking God, if you say it.
Nope.
So he was just telling us that there's a ship off the docks. They say soldiers went there and they never came back.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I'm missing money.
Well, that sucks because you took like a handful of that copper and now it's
oh my
gone.
God, it was copper. Now everything's missing.
Well, what else was in there?
Gold.
Oh, well.
Silver.
You should learn to be more careful.
Maybe he shouldn't talk to the hobos anymore.
Well, in his defense, he didn't really have a choice. He did run up and grab him.
I'm going out murdering hobos tonight.
Can I come?
That being said,
Maybe we can find Alistar while we're out there.
that being said, you do have to appreciate the fact that with how small you are, he was able to get into your pockets without you noticing.
Yeah, there's something fishy about that fella.
Maybe he's from the ghost ship.
He disappeared pretty quick, too.
Yes. But, maybe we should head to the docks tomorrow.
Look, this is what I found in my pocket.
Alrighty. It looks like a Madonna brawl.
What's a Madonna?
There you go. Okay, so
What's your passive perception?
my passive perception is 12.
Beauregard?
11.
Okay. So you all actually hear like a little bit of a commotion back behind the bar. You can't really make out what they're saying, but you can see that the barkeep is talking with one of the female servers, and it's not really an argument, but they're definitely conversing adamantly with each other.
Huh. I'm gonna turn back around to the crazy guy. Does this look familiar to you?
Looks like a Madonna bra.
What's a Madonna?
It's kind of like an Iron Maiden, but only on the tits.
Fantastic. Oh, that's delightful.
You guys don't have torture devices where you come from?
Oh, well, I lived in a tomb for quite a few years, so...
Makes you feel like a virgin. Touched for the very first time.
It's been a while. All right. Well,
That happened.
this definitely does. I agree. Well, I didn't hear that part, so I don't agree. It kind of looks like a map.
Well, that's what I said.
It looks like there's 2 islands, and we have to travel to the moon.
I concur.
Yeah? How far away would you say the moon is? Probably can't be more than a couple miles.
They look like sailboats to me.
That looks like a sailboat?
Yes.
I mean, it's been a while since I've seen any boats, but that's not how I remember them.
Yeah, sailboats.
Oh, we can ask around. It might be a sailboat. I'll give him back his map. Alright, so They're arguing by the bar, you say. Well, thank you for your help. This ghost ship, is there anybody I could talk to more about that, maybe by the docks, or...
I would assume the guards know something. They sent somebody out there.
Well, alright.
Ask him how the tarot cards work. How do the tarot cards work? Can you tell if somebody's going to die or not?
Your friend has kind of a bloodlust.
Yes. I don't know.
Okay, well, you ask a question, I flip a card, and it says, what's your question?
Is Alistar going to die tonight?
Let's flip it.
Oh.
There is a very good possibility.
May I ask another?
Okay, but then I gotta charge you.
That's fine. How much?
5 copper.
Give him 5 copper.
Alright. Whatever makes you happy, big
Is
fella.
he going to die by my hand?
Jesus Christ.
She flips one over and... Looks like syphilis.
Well, it was bound to happen sometime. Had to get one of us.
Goodbye, Alistar.
Well, thank you for your time. I'm gonna make my way towards the bar.
I really hope those healers don't know how to heal syphilis.
Well, they have a whole temple dedicated to healing, so I'm pretty sure that they know how.
Yeah, they're probably good.
I mean, they did heal you up the first time you came in there.
Right, but nobody wants him healed.
He does seem to do a lot of damage to himself.
I mean,
He's just a
helpful
damage to everybody around
I
him.
mean, he does take damage for you.
Yeah.
It's like a meat shield.
It's a meat shield.
I mean, he almost hit Marcus before he escaped.
Notice the word almost, and then this thing kills Marcus.
I did not do it intentionally. I feel bad enough. Now, if we could just move on.
Why'd you have to swing it so hard?
I can't help it that his skull was a little softer than I'm used to.
Maybe
I
we
did
should
work
have
with
them
stone.
examine that.
What?
Maybe we should have them examine his skull to see if it is actually softer than normal.
I feel like you're being very abrasive right now.
So,
It was not intentional. I used to work with stone.
are we going to the
That's
docks,
a lot harder.
or are we going to bed?
We're going to bed.
I think I will go to the docks tomorrow. Right now, I'm gonna go see what this commotion is up at the bar.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like being a super stealthy chainmail wearing guy. I'm gonna find like the closest table to the bar that has like a good earshot.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
Oh god damn it! I did say stealthy, so okay. Ooh, that's not bad actually. 14.
Okay. So you kind of do one of those things where you just kind of sit on the end of one, like I can't fucking think. You sit at the end of one table and you kind of scooch over and then quick like go around to the next seat until you get close enough to the bar. So you're just like dun, 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 dun. And you can hear the barkeep arguing. You can tell that it's his wife, and he's basically says, "There's nothing I can do about the prices until we can open the trade routes to the north. There's nothing I can do. We have to raise the prices, and we have to do it tomorrow." And then she kind of just looks at him, scoffs, and walks off. And then he goes back. Just goes back to his buddies that are sitting in front of the bar.
A little bit of trouble in paradise over here, guys.
What'd you get?
Oh, well, apparently Alistar has syphilis.
I thought we got that. We already heard that.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah, because it was gonna get one of us.
quite a few years on this brain of mine. The chess, it did not seem to help. Alrighty. Well, apparently the prices for this place are going up. Thank God we didn't pay for these rooms.
Yeah, cheapskates.
After I see that you call them cheapskates, alright, cool. Alright. He said the trade routes are closed, which I think we've heard already. Have we not?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I
Yeah.
thought I remembered that.
Yeah. Something's going on to the north, and it is blocked off ground trade routes.
This seems to be some kind of passageway north between two possible islands that you're not supposed to cross.
May I see that?
We have to get through it to get to the goods.
Yeah, but now see, now it's going south.
How do you know which way's up?
Yes.
Is it a picture of two ice cream cones?
It's, you know what that looks like? It looks like scary wolf fangs.
It looks like current Madonna.
What's ice cream?
Jesus Christ.
That's so messed up.
You're welcome.
Yo.
Nope. Alright, moving on.
Guys, I think I'm headed up to bed. I really need a rest.
Oh, okay. So, you're already crashed out.
Or is he playing his flute?
He's probably playing with his flute, but not the one you think.
Oh no.
You go by his door and you hear.
He's taking up drums. How delightful.
I normally just use mage hand.
It's the stranger. 2.0.
It's the mystic stranger.
Look what I can do.
Whoa!
Oh man.
Okay, and I'm going to bed. Yep.
As he walks into his room, he casts Mage Hand.
Yeah, it closes the door for me.
So I'm gonna walk up to the bartender because I did not get my key yet and ask if I could have my key.
Yeah.
I'm
He
right
kinda
behind you.
Spit something on the floor. It kind of came out kind of green and phlegmy.
Ew.
Yeah, all right.
Little head cold.
Right across the way, there is a temple full of healers. You should probably go see them.
Yeah. And then he goes back to serving his
All
drinks.
right. I walk upstairs and I go crash out.
I'm in bed.
Okay. So,
Did do a number on you.
you guys, that one hurt. So you guys all crash out. But as you are sleeping, Bernard, you dream that you're sitting in an old rocking chair next to a warm fireplace. A smile comes across your face as a dwarven woman runs her hands across your shoulders.
Oh no.
She walks into a room.
No.
You follow her as she sits down beside your daughter. And she's holding your grandson. And a familiar voice echoes in your head. It's been a long time since you've been here. Since you've been home. Your family looks up at you with a smile as they tell you to come and sit. This is why we stay the course. As you stand to meet them, the earth shakes. Their faces turn from joy to fear as you hear screams in the distance. The earth shakes again. You reach down and grab your family's hands as you begin to run. Out of the house and through the town, you see your people screaming. Inside the caverns it echoes as the city is ablaze, and you run. You see dark shadows that rip through the city's skylight. Stones are falling all around you, and you run. Just then, one of the hands are empty. Your wife. Her leg is pinned under a large boulder that fell from above. You tell your daughter to run as you let go of her hand to look back at your wife. As you spin towards her, you hear, "Father!" From behind you look as your daughter and grandson are grabbed by one of the shadows and taken into the air. Higher and higher, the shadows seem to look back at you and smile as they drop your daughter and grandson from the sky. You watch as they plummet down, and a thud hit. You stare into the distance, not believing what you've just seen. Another explosion. The cave walls start to come down behind you. You snap back, and you look where your wife was laying is now just a large pile of rocks. It was not your fault, Bernard. Try to stay calm. You try as your eyes fill with tears, your soul enraged. You place your hand over your eyes and scream. No sound. You remove your hand, and you're back in your tomb. The tomb of your family. Across from you sits Gabriel. It's getting harder for me to connect to this world. There's something severing our connection to this world. I need your help. Stay the course. He holds up your spoon, and you see power emanate from his eyes, travel down into his shoulder, into his arm, into his hand, and then take over the spoon. The spoon pulsates, and a large blue light shoots from it, almost blinding, and you wake up back in the room with your spoon pulsating with that same power. And you go back to sleep. So, morning comes, and you guys wake. What do you want to do?
Well, when I wake up, I'm gonna take a look at my spoon.
Okay.
Is it doing anything?
When you wake up,
Just sitting there normal? Like a
yeah,
spoon?
your spoon's normal, but you feel a little bit more powerful than you did the day before. Like that energy is surging through you differently.
That's what I always say. Drink water. Drink water. Alright. I'm going to get up, head downstairs, see if I see any of my new friends.
I'll head down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna head down.
Okay.
Is that my normal health?
Okay, so make sure that you guys have your all your hit points, spells back, all that fun stuff. So you guys make your way downstairs, and there is like a small breakfast already prepared on a table. It's like a buffet style. Grab what you want.
He didn't prepare it, did he?
Who?
Barkeep.
Oh, well, I'd imagine him or one of his workers did.
It's
Well, I mean, it didn't ruin my water. I can tell you that.
Not worth taking some bacon.
You might need a feed bucket.
Oh, good point. Just take a little piece of toast, stick it in my pocket, and then any waffles.
It's mostly like cured meats.
No porridge.
Yeah, there's something that looks like porridge. It's kind of slop.
Is it greenish?
It's like a grayish green.
Okay, we'll stay away from that one.
No, it'll be fine.
So there's like beef jerky.
Yeah, it's not dried meats, but like cured meats. Like it would be like lunch meats almost, with like some breads and, there are fresh eggs, stuff like that.
Is this food free?
Yeah, it's set up for.
Oh, they should have thought about it before this guy came. Yeah, I'll grab
I
a little
eat like
something.
10 eggs.
Fuck yeah, you do. Protein, baby.
Some of those good meats.
I'm just gonna grab a little bit of everything and just start stuffing my face.
How's the porridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll find out.
You sure do eat a lot for a little guy. I like it. Gotta grow big and strong. Not like Nibbles over here. What?
What's that?
Nothing. I didn't say nothing. That's alright, Nibbles.
All right. So you guys, are you guys gonna head back to the temple so you can grab your?
Yeah, I guess we should head back to the temple before we go out. He did say he had some stuff for us, and maybe Alistar's okay.
Oh, you might be getting your stone.
That's right, I forgot about that. I was more worried about our friend's life.
It's funny how all of a sudden you care.
Yeah, sometimes I'm not an asshole.
Well, I've yet to see that, but that's okay. I like you just the way you are, buddy.
I'm not the one name calling over here.
I'm not name calling anybody.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you're making total sense. By which I mean not very. By which I mean, and then I walk out the door.
When we walk out the door, do we see the hobo anywhere?
No, the streets are. It's still early, so like there are a couple of people, but most of the shops aren't really open yet. I mean, it's pretty early in the day.
All right.
So.
How's the weather?
It's not bad.
All right.
Not bad. It's a little, not quite sweater weather,
All right.
but not hot.
Okay. Well, I'm wearing chainmail, so it's rather warm, but
Yeah, for you. It's definitely warm.
it's a good thing I have a nice, strong, thick build.
Don't ever say that to me like that again.
A nice, strong, thick build.
Stay in the eyes.
Staring me right in the eyes.
Please. Yes, Daddy. Yeah, you know what?
Mustard.
Probably
Where's that
not.
mustard?
So, are we headed over to the temple?
Okay. So you guys open up the door to the temple, and you can hear voices kind of echoing through the temple. As you walk up the stairs, it doesn't matter if we have this, but
Ooh, I just saw your pass.
Ghost map.
ghosty maps. So you hear voices coming from the balcony area. The one you can kind of make out is familiar. It's Dariel, but you hear like a low voice also from up the steps. And as you make your way up the steps, you see Dariel sitting in front of a large, very familiar looking dragonborn with full armor, a big blue cape, and he's just kind of hanging out, kind of talking to him about What's going on?
He looks very familiar to all of us.
Yes, because you guys
Just-
seen
I don't remember
him.
shit.
That was the guy we followed to the gate, and they closed the gate.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
He's like
okay.
the captain.
Oh, yeah, I got you. I tried to open the gate.
Yeah. So if I'm gonna walk up the stairs.
So as you walk up the steps, since you're the first one that heads up, they hear you kind of coming, and Dario looks and it's, these are my friends now. And
Hello.
Mind.
the Dragonborn kind of turns. This is what saved the temple. He doesn't see Goragar yet. All he really sees is
Never seen a halfling before? Oh, wait, a gnome?
and then he sees Goragar kind of come up the stairs. Makes a little more sense. So, thanks for your help, I guess.
Are you always so angry?
Angry.
You should drink more water. I felt great this morning. It really helps.
So Dario grabs from beside him a small bag. It's not quite a backpack, but it's not like a coin purse either. And he kind of unwraps it and he hands you guys
Sweet! Appreciate it!
Oh,
2 of these.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They're all mine.
Yeah!
And 2
He
flasks.
was up all night mixing them.
2 flasks with like a clear liquid in, and he describes them as holy oil. And here is what's
Holy oil. Nice. Nice. Do the flash on holy oil.
also there is 150 silver pieces,
Oh, boy.
and he hands you your caster's eye.
Oh, sweet.
Again, thank you. There is still a lot to do. Dustinhall is still a bit in shambles from the earthquake. But my friend asked for some help. If you guys would be willing, I have to leave, as I said yesterday, to head to the monastery, and I will send word as soon as I have more information. If you could stay a while and help. I don't know how safe travel is right now.
We traveled the whole way here. Didn't run into too much trouble.
That's true. It's more in the wooded. We came from the east, right?
We came from the
You
south.
came from the south.
Oh.
This is why you need to keep drawing your pictures.
Yeah.
Maybe you should ask about that book.
Don't kill him.
Maybe you should ask about that book.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The book you found yesterday.
You know what? No.
Okay. Fair enough.
So this is Daragon. He is Dustinhall's captain. We have a few things. Right now, most of the guard is occupied, and we were wondering if you could help us with an issue. And
Gesundheit.
and Daragon kind of looks at you and scoffs again. Ugh. Unfortunately, I can use all the help I can get. We have an issue to the north. Bandits have been blocking our trade routes, the land trade routes. We can get supplies through the dock, but nothing coming from north.
So about the docks.
Yes.
I heard there's a ghoul ship.
Ugh. Rumor.
So there's not a ship sitting out there.
There is a ship.
And you did not send guards out
We
there.
did send guards.
And they did not come back?
It's...
That sounds like truth.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
we don't know what's going on out there yet.
But they didn't come back.
No, and I don't have the men to send out.
How long have they been out there?
It's been 2 days.
Oh, so maybe they're just lounging it up on the...
Well, I think we need to pay that ship a visit.
Was that to me or to him?
To both of you.
Oh.
To all.
You can do as you wish. I'm simply asking for help.
For which? The trade routes.
Preferably.
How far north are we talking?
I'm not sure. We've sent scouts, and every time we send scouts, they either come back with nothing or they don't return.
Well, this would explain why you're being stretched so thin.
Yes.
People keep on leaving and not coming back.
I only have very few men. I'm rebuilding the town, and every time I send somebody outside of the city, they die. So yes. He seems very frustrated.
You don't need to be so abrasive about it. Used to would be great friends.
And a little fire comes out of his nostrils.
Maybe if he
I'm
wants
gonna
our
press
help.
to digitate fire out of mine too.
Maybe if
He likes
wants
you
our
that
help,
much
we
more.
can negotiate with him.
Go ahead and ask.
For our help, he kills Alistar.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God.
Excuse me?
He's very angry lately. I do not know what it is. He's always been kind of angry, but never to this extent.
I think something might have happened to him down in that basement of yours.
No, but at least there's nothing burned into his face.
Or is there?
Not yet.
It does not look to be so.
Ooh.
Okay, so to the
You
north.
burn something in my face real quick.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I can. Yeah, I can make it look like you have a burn on your forehead. I'll make the image appear on your forehead as like a burning wound.
Duragon just kind of watches, and Duriel just shakes his head.
That's kind of what it looked like.
I see.
By the way, how is Alistar, Daryl?
He's... We can't seem to wake him yet.
We got word of syphilis.
Syphilis.
Yeah, some guy with some fancy cards. He's the one that also told us about the ghost ship. But trade routes north. How far? You say you're not sure how far north?
No, just one of my soldiers are outside. He's been up north. They didn't find anything, but
Well, at least he came back.
he did.
Is the ghost ship on the way?
No. The docks are to the west.
Okay.
Where is the Finnish ships? I've
see.
never been on the ocean.
Very good.
So north. All right. What do you actually need done? You just need us to scout? You just what?
Yes, try to find these bandits and take care of the issue.
I think I can work
What do you
it
mean
out.
take care of?
We've already stopped a few bands of bandits, but they keep coming from somewhere, and we don't know where they're coming from. But every time we stop one, they pop up again.
Sounds like a mystery gang.
We don't know.
The party.
I say, one goes to the ghost ship, one goes north, and the rest of us go back down in the catacombs. Or we could all head north.
Yeah, we
Sounds good to me.
The ship's probably always going to be there anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
don't really need it.
So Daragon.
can you swim?
Yeah. I mean, not good, but I can.
Alright, I was just
This
curious.
thing's kind of heavy.
Oh. Yeah, that might make you sink.
So Daragon stands up from his seat. My man is outside, and he starts heading towards the.
Your man.
If you could tell that a dragonborn could blush, now would be the time.
Well, especially considering he's red.
Yeah. He goes a little redder.
Alright.
And he heads outside. And as you guys head outside,
Who would have thought?
the doors open, and there's nobody outside. You didn't see anybody when you came in. And Daragon just kind of looks around. Smoke kind of comes out. Frustration. Noob! And from around the corner, kind of dawdling, is Noob. And you can introduce your character.
What's up, bitches? How's it going?
What's up, y'all? It's me, it's your boy, Noob. Cheer.
Make sure you smash that subscribe button.
I just look at these three guys like, oh, they're so small.
What?
We got another one.
Oh my god. Jesse.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So we're going to take a quick break. And we will be back soon. And looks like these fools are going to head north.
We're going to the ghost ship.
All right, go to the, I don't care where you go, just go somewhere. Goddamn.
Back in the temple.
Back.
We're going to take a nap.
Yeah. We need to find Alistar.
He's not even upstairs anymore.
I had my fill of bran. I need to
Just pile of syphilis now. All right, so
It keeps me on the reg.
we'll be back in a few minutes.